look so pretty in my box, placed in line upon the shelf. All my lining is intact and all the binding is in place. If I step outside, it could be dangerous, 'cause people always look down at the rebellious. But when I look inside of me, I start to see these parts of me, and I'm beginning to notice that I don't believe anything I see, and I just want to be free. I will break all these plastic parts of me until there's nothing fake that I can see. Oh, I never knew deceit could hide behind a simple smile, but I know all I want to do is give in to the art of being real. The veil has been removed, and I can finally see the truth. I'll scream it out until you can see it too. Looking at where I used to be, seeing you're still stuck where I was, and you're showing off that mask you wear while you hide behind that fake stare. But the problem with perfection is that no one knows who you really are and why you're trying to be perfect. The rest of us are all fine. I will break all these plastic parts of me until there's nothing fake that I can see. Oh, I never knew deceit could hide behind a simple smile, but I know all I want to do is give in to the art of being real. Let the fire burn it all. Watch the fire burn it all. Send your fire burn it all. Let the fire burn it all. Watch the fire burn it all. Send your fire burn it all. Let the fire burn it all. Watch the fire burn it all. Send your fire burn it all. Parts of me until there's nothing fake that I can see. Oh, I never knew deceit could hide behind a simple smile, but I know all I want to do is give in to the art of being real. What's up, guys? So we are Drive Thru Society, and we are from Denton, Texas, and it's a little further north than Dallas, so it wasn't too far of a drive to come up. Y'all are like our neighbors, basically. So welcome to tonight. We're so excited to be here. This is like our first legit acoustic show, and we were like, we got to make it fun and cool, and so we hope you guys enjoy what we brought you guys tonight. The embers flicker in the distance as children play unaware. The silent enemies watch and listen to prepare the way for more despair. jump off the swings. I swear I won't let it take me. I swear I'll try to stay me, but the fire is falling fast as my town turns to ash. Outside the chain link fence I built to preserve myself, I see the embers flash as my city turns to ash. No, we can't escape this mess we've made by running away. No one saw it as it came this way. It crept in and began to decay. In this city that has lost itself and abandoned your name and succumbed to the flames. One more time down the slide, one more jump off the swings. I swear I won't let it take me. I swear I'll try hard to stay me. Yeah. But the fire is falling fast as my town turns to ash. I'll find the chain link fence I built to preserve myself. I see the embers flash as my city turns to ash. No, we can't escape this mess we've made by running away. I lift my eyes up. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. I lift my eyes up. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven. I see the lights bursting through the night, and I know that my help is on the way. I see the sky open up and and I know that my hope is on the way. My help is on the way. My hope is on the way. You're on your way. You'll save the day. You will save me. You will save me. We're gonna do a little switch here. So, fun fact, right? Michael here, he plays guitar, and he also plays viola. He has his master's in viola performance. Yes, correct. Right? He's super fancy. So it was really funny because we just started playing shows again last year, and this photographer that comes out frequently after the show, he goes, "How did you get him to join y'all's band?" Because he's really good. And we were like, we know, okay, listen, we're super blessed. So his wife actually plays with us too. She had a gig tonight, so she wasn't able to make it. But she usually plays violin for us full time. But since she couldn't make it tonight, we recruited Michael to play double duty. Yeah. So this is a viola, not a violin, right? There is a difference. It is bigger, and that's deeper. Yeah. That's about all I know about a viola. Okay, beat it up more. Good. That's the technical term, right? So this next song we're going to play is off our first EP that we released like literally almost like 4 or 5 years ago. It feels really weird to say that. And it's called Rain in Me. And I wrote it when I was a freshman in college. There are so many times in our life, right, when we kind of feel like we get to reinvent ourselves. Yes. So for me, I had just left high school. I was stepping into college, and I didn't have any friends. I knew like 0 people at the college I went to. And so it was kind of this cool moment where I got to create who I wanted to be, right? Like I was already kind of who I was, but nobody that I met knew about my past mistakes. Nobody knew about, who I was in high school. I didn't have this reputation to maintain or keep up with or whatever. I could kind of start afresh. And so this song was a very vulnerable moment with me in my dorm room and the Lord. And I was just like, listen, we like to put up these walls, right? We like to put up this facade that I've got it all together and everything's cool. And I don't want anybody to know about all the mistakes I made back then. Like I want them to know me for who I am and this fresh, clean person. And God was like, I want authentically who you are. Everything about you, everything, your past mistakes, because those are what created you and made you and into who you are today. And so this song was just me and the Lord, me and my heart saying, listen, I want to take this version of me and take it off my throne of my heart, and I want to put you there, right? Because that's what I want people to see when they look at me is God and everything that you've done for me in my life. So this is Rain in Me. Can you see beyond these walls? Ones I've put up to hide my scars. Would you recognize me tonight? The tears in my eyes are my disguise. Can you hear me? Would you listen, please? I'm crying, crying, crying for you to come rain in me. Can you hear me? I have a desperate plea. I am in need for you to come rain in me. Sometimes wonder how could I be blessed with a past that is such a mess. But you promised me life for eternity. When I lose myself, come and follow you. Can you hear me? Would you listen, please? I'm crying, crying, crying for you to come rain in me. Can you hear me? I have a desperate plea. I am in need for you to come rain in me. Would you reach through the clouds tonight? Reach down and change my life. Would you reach through the clouds tonight? Reach down and change my life. 'Cause I am restless without your would you listen, please? I'm crying, crying, crying for you to come right me. Can you hear me? I have a desperate plea. For you to come right in me. You guys. I won't talk too much before this next one. This next song is a cover by a band called Sent by Ravens, and I love them. So sad they're not together. But I love this song. It's called Salt and Light, and it wasn't ever a single off of their album. It was just one of the songs on the record, and it's just so blatant about if we as Christians and believers are like not being graceful, right, to other people without love, it doesn't mean anything, right? And so that stuck with me. And when we were talking about our set list, I was like, man, we could do another one or we could do a cover. And I was like debating what I wanted to do. And then we were scrolling and I was like, this one, we're doing this one. So we learned it, and I hope you guys like it. This is Salt and Light. And all our graceful words without love, they're just a burden from our tongues. The taste remains, but without faith, we're still in arms making way. But somehow we're burning brighter. You'll never be more beautiful than today. Wholehearted, we're open, our madness silent. 'Cause we know when you come in love. Love is all we need. And I came here with nothing, but I left with everything. And all the truth you bring. And I came here with nothing, but I left with everything. To be honest, we're older, and life makes us stand in disbelief. Are we who we want to be? But I've learned that it's okay to be broken at your feet. And it's where I want to be, where I want to be, because love is all we need. And I came here with nothing, but I left with everything. And all the truth you bring. And I came here with nothing, but I left with everything. Your faith is only as strong as the words you speak. So speak, 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 'cause love is all we need. And I came here with nothing, but I left with everything. And all the truth you bring. And I came here with nothing, but I left with everything. I came here with nothing, but I left with everything. I came here with nothing, but I left with everything. So how are we feeling tonight? Guys, we just want to say thank you so much for coming on a Sunday night. Like, I know Sundays can kind of be hairy because we got to work in the morning and all that stuff, but we super appreciate it. Like, there's nothing more heartwarming as a musician to like come to a show and be like, I don't know who's going to be there, but I hope some people come. And then to see that like more than your mom and dad showed up. And Michael's parents are here tonight. Sorry, I just touched your guitar. Yeah, they're sitting right here. Thank you. Hey, they drove 2 hours from Tulsa to be here, so that wasn't a shot at y'all. That was like a thank you for coming. So we super appreciate it. It means a lot to us, you know, and I know to the radio station here, and we hope that just what we have to bring you guys blesses you guys and encourages you throughout the week. So this next song is called Solace. It's the first song on our Soteria EP. And I never get to talk about this song because we always play it first in the show. So I'm going to talk about it this time. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. So this song, of course, now I'm drawing a blank on what scripture it is, but there is a scripture that says, there is no fear in love, right? And perfect love drives out fear. And I think a lot of times we as Christians get stuck in this idea, or even just as us as people, where we start to make decisions based out of fear because we're scared of what's going to happen. We're scared of what people are going to think of us. We're scared that we're going to fail. Well, guess what, guys? It's going to happen. Like, it's going to happen. You're not going to please everybody. At some point in time, someone's going to think you're crazy, right, for doing what you chose to do. When we, quit our jobs and went to pursue this full time a couple years ago, like, people thought we were nuts, and we were like, whatever, we're doing it. God's got us, and he did, even though we failed. Yes. Yeah. We fell flat on our face, and it was fine because the Lord had us. But at least we tried. At least we took a risk, And so this song is about a friend of mine who was just really battling with being vulnerable and being honest with certain people because she was afraid of what they were going to think of her past. And I was like, dude, your past, again, is who made you who you are today. It doesn't mean you need to live there, right? And we need to focus on that. But we need to not be ashamed of it because it made us who we are today. And so this song is not being afraid, right? To be who God created you to be and to stand up for your conviction and to be and to walk and live in that. Yeah. So this is Solace. Inside a wounded heart, searching for the light amidst all the dark, but hiding under your covers as you quiver with fear. It won't make the monsters disappear, but you don't have to hide anymore. You don't have to run away. There is no fear here. He is all you need. He is everything. to reveal your imperfections. But the way to freedom is through confession. So lay it down right now and let him intercede. 'Cause only through truth will you be free and see that he is all you need. You don't have to hide anymore. You don't have to run away. There is no fear. He is all you need. He's everything. Just let go. I wanna know I'm alive. Wanna live in the light. Very soon you'll see that it doesn't belong. I cannot live this way. I wanna see you again. Take what you want. I have nothing left to bear. So much time wasted on my selfish hurt. But I see now it was you all along. Even in my darkest moments, you made me lovely. You don't have to hide anymore. You don't have to run away. There is no fear here. 'Cause he is all you need. He's everything. Thanks, guys. Okay, so we're taking it down a little bit. Even though we're already down, because it's an acoustic show. But even more. So this next song is called Gilded. And to gild something, right, means that we take something that's kind of maybe not so pretty, right, maybe brown or brass or kind of like decrepit, and we paint it gold, right, and that means that it looks all shiny and new, right? So this one too is a very introspective, vulnerable song that kind of when we were evaluating, like, are we gonna, before our big crash and burn in 2017, we were kind of like, do we want to keep doing this? You know, like, it's a lot harder than people think it is. Anytime you start a business, right? I mean, I'm sure there's some business owners out there that you've tried different things and it's hard to get off the ground. And so you're told by so many people, like, hey, this is how you need to do it. This is how you need to do it. This is how you get followers. This is how you grow your audience. And you know, it's like we're so saturated with the pretty picture, right? The gilded version of ourselves. I feel like that's a theme in a lot of our songs. But this idea that I'm putting my best face forward, and that just never really worked for me. You know, I feel like I'm a very vulnerable person. And so when you get vulnerable with people, sometimes they're not ready to receive that. And this song was like, fine, I'm just going to write in a song. And if people want to relate to it, then they can relate to it. And it's about this concept of like, we as people aren't satisfied ever, because we always want more and we always want that next thing. Once we accomplish one goal, we're on to the next one. And I'm not saying goals are bad, because I set goals for myself, but there's never this moment of just contentment with what we've been given and the grace that is sufficient for us in our day-to-day lives. And I was just really frustrated with myself. I felt like I was doing this out of vanity. I felt like I was pursuing listening to all these people, and it's good to take advice, but because I was trying to do it for me in that moment. And I was like, I don't want any of this if God's not in it. It's completely meaningless. It's completely purposeless. And so I wrote this as a confession that, the only place I want to be is in God's arms, period. Like, I don't need a fancy mic. I don't need this, even though I'm grateful for this platform. I don't need this to be content in him. I don't need this to be satisfied. I just need his presence. And so, if y'all allow me to be a little vulnerable, this is the song Gilded. I sit alone in a crowded room, wanting nothing more than to be removed. We play these people like they're a game. Who has the most in the end wins. How are we so blind? Have I always been this blind? I stared at gilded walls, but I never felt the fall. Into your eyes, 'cause I'm afraid anywhere else might break my heart. I'm never satisfied. We're never satisfied. We operate under this false illusion that we deserve anything at all. Lean into your arms, 'cause I'm afraid anywhere else might break my heart. Lead me into your arms, 'cause I'm afraid anywhere else might break my heart. 'Cause you're breaking down my walls. Once I've had for so long. Now I want nothing more. Now I want nothing more. All for my personal gain, to satisfy my vanity. I want nothing more. Now I want nothing more. Now I want nothing more. So lead me into your arms, 'cause I'm afraid anywhere else might break my heart. You see the darkest parts of me, and you love me anyway. You see the broken parts of me, and still you stay. You see the dirty parts of me, and you love me anyway. You see the darkest parts of me, and still you stay. I normally remember the set list, but I don't tonight. So I'm like, what's the next song? Yes. Okay. Next song. Okay. I asked them if they wanted to talk while we were up here, and all of them gave me a hard no. They're like, we'll talk during the interview. We don't want to talk during the concert. Okay. So y'all are stuck with me. All right. So new song. Yay. New song. Hasn't been released yet. Okay. So yay. Right. We played it at our shows that we've played recently. And so it's called I Breathe You In. And we're actually hoping to film a music video for it this year. Yay. Okay. Just Greg's excited. Awesome. Yeah. Just kidding. Wow. Okay. Tough crowd. So this song is new. We haven't released it yet. And it's a song that basically talks about all of the stuff that just sucks our time, right? That keeps us from being productive, that, you know, keeps us being lazy and stuck in our ways, and just how so tempting sin can be to just draw us in. And this song was written in the perspective of like, ooh, like that, I like that. And then it's like, oh, no, I realize what it's doing to me. That's bad. I don't like it. Right. So it's this give and pull, right? Because sin's never like, oh, that's going to be bad for me. It's always enticing and drawing us in, right? To kind of bring us out of God's presence. And so this song is about like just the idea of something that's, I breathe in this temptation and stuff, but then I realize it's bad for me. And in the bridge, it's kind of like, you say you love me, but all you do is let me down, right? Because sin just does it every time. It's satisfying or gratifying for a moment, and then we're just let down over and over again. So we hope you guys like this acoustic version. Medicate me, then you sedate me, and you teach me to fall in line. feel you changing me while you're entertaining me, and I'm falling into your eyes. I wanna read between the lines that this image you give off is nothing but lies. I breathe you in, you're under my skin. You tell me what to believe and tell me what I need, but I finally found a way out, but you keep pulling me down. You relieve me, then you rearrange me, and you bring peace to my mind. But then you poison me and desensitize me, but I'm too satisfied to fight. Wanna read between the lines that this image you give off is nothing but lies. I breathe you in, you're under my skin. You tell me what to believe and tell me what I need, but I finally found a way out, but you keep pulling me down. How can you say you love me when all you do is let me down? And I'm running out of sympathy, 'cause I don't want you anymore. I'm so sick of your abuse and every lie I fell into. I try to push you away. I breathe you in, you're under my skin. You tell me what to believe and tell me what I need, but I finally found a way out, but you keep pulling me down, but you keep pulling me down. Me down, 'cause I won't let you bring me down. But you keep pulling me down. You keep pulling me down. Thank you. Also, fun fact, we had to lower that 2 steps for tonight. So I'm singing in the rafters, okay, when you get the recording, just so you know. Give me a second, sorry. Guys, we have one more song for you guys. So thank you again so much for having us. Thank you to all of us who are streaming on Facebook Live and listening on the air. We hope that you guys have enjoyed it and just had some shred of encouragement tonight. So we wanted to end on one of our most popular songs. We played it earlier in the interview, and it's called Ghosts, right? So just a little testimony to leave you guys with. We always want to end our nights and our time together with some hope, right? So the song is a testimony of my best friend who, when she was about 18, 19, just had gotten to a point where she just didn't feel like life was worth it anymore. And she took a bottle of pills and didn't expect to wake up the next morning, and just said, I'm done. Like, there's no way God can love me after everything I've done, every time I've spit in his face. There's no way that God can redeem me. I'm just done. It's too hard. I'm over it. So she took a bottle of pills and went to bed, and was surprised when she woke up the next morning in a hospital room and was very confused, thinking like, I'm still alive. This is weird. And she said it was in that moment that God had just filled her mind with thoughts of, you are worthy, you are loved, I have a purpose for you, and I have a plan, and I'm not done with you yet. And so I get chills every time I talk about it, because this is my best friend in the entire world, and if she had followed through, I would have never met her. And she is now married. She's expecting a baby in March and just finished nursing school. Like, it makes me so happy. And it doesn't mean that her struggle is always going to be, it's just going to be gone forever. But I just want to leave you guys with some hope that, like, if you yourself are in that place, and you just feel like it's not worth it, you have so much more impact than you really think you do. There's actually in psychology this idea that what you do and who you are actually affects people 6 levels deep. Right. And so you think that your life doesn't matter, but I'm going to tell you tonight that it does. And if you've got a friend or a family member that is struggling with thoughts of suicide or depression or worthlessness, like, I encourage you, like, just listen to them. Just be an outlet for them. That's all I did for her, where she didn't think anybody would love her, because when you attempt suicide, if you survive, you're hospitalized for 72 hours. And at that time, like, everybody called her crazy. Everybody, like, ostracized her. And so she didn't think that anybody could receive that until I did. And she thought it was the craziest thing. And I was like, that's just the way it is, right? Like, I don't care if you're messed up. We're all messed up, right? And so I just listen to them, right? And then encourage them to seek help, right? There's a lot of different resources out there. If you're in the rock scene, right, heart support is a big one. And when we filmed the music video for this song, she's the one in the video. So it was a very emotional day for her to kind of relive that, but she felt so strongly that she wanted to tell her story. So she's the one in the music video, and heart support is actually plugged at the end there for those struggling with that. So they're a great ministry in the rock and metal scene for those that need just a little bit of hope. So we want to leave you with this song and the hope that Jesus is enough, and that he loves you past all your scars and past any imperfection and mistake that you could ever make. Nothing is too big for his blood to cover. I had plans to die today. I trusted this bottle to take it all away and leave me cold. I had plans to die today, to fall asleep with nothing left to say, 'cause no one cares anyway. And as I'm staring at my reflection now, it's screaming words at me that I'm not worthy. So I took my life, took it in my hands, and decided I'm not worth a chance. Why am I so dark inside? These thoughts I cannot hide. I'll let go of my life, lay down my guard tonight. I destroy everything I touch. It'll be so easy to give up. These ghosts trap me in their lies. Nothing left to satisfy. I had plans to die today. Woke up to nurses all around, dressed in a gown. I had plans to die today, but someone else had a different frame. A distorted view of reality, and as I lay there in my selfish shame, sat between the walls of my face, I felt a hope creeping instead, and truth rewrote the words in my head. Why am I so dark inside? These thoughts I cannot hide. I'll let go of my life, lay down my guard tonight. I destroy everything I touch. It'll be so easy to give up. These ghosts drown me in their lies. Nothing left to satisfy. Wide-eyed disbelief takes me back. The world only sees a selfish act, but I swear I wanted to fight. I didn't want to give up tonight. I'm running blindly from death, but I see a light up ahead. I know that you hear me. I know you're listening. 'Cause truth has rescued me, and I'll see daylight again. I wanna understand that all you have for me is all I'll ever need. 'Cause truth has rescued me, and I'll see daylight again. And you came back for me when no one else believed. I wanna understand that all you have for me is all I'll ever need. 'Cause I'm alive. Thank you guys. Y'all have a great night.